I really don't know where to start off. I've kind of already progressed way too far to just start something new. So, in short, delivered Martin. That's done. Just traveled along this coast. Found a new armor that you get for going to Bel Beldaboro from the priest, and that's literally about it. Aside from just bouncing here and there, I've only completed like 10 quests out of the few. Yeah. I'm not gonna start a new game, man. I just like, how can I start something new with this guy, man? You just can't. One. So yeah, I've had a lot of time to think about things and what I want to do with my channel, and I'm at like a standstill, you can say. And this isn't no channel update, this is just me playing Oblivion and talking out loud. I'm alone right now, so I have some time to think. Most of the time, when I try to enjoy a lot of things, it doesn't necessarily go well. Shit happens, in short. And as much as I do, or wanted to become, I guess you could say, like a popular YouTuber, I mean, that's obviously not a scope that I think many people will achieve, necessarily. At least not in a long-term sensation. You see many great YouTubers slowly fall out of their own mind, trying to keep themselves relevant, and I don't want to get stuck in that cycle. And that's why I don't have any monetization. I really don't care what happens to the channel, necessarily. Aside from the fact I'd like to just have it as an archive of my old past. Originally, I did make the channel for gaming to begin with, so this is kind of just going back to the roots of what I used to do. And fun story, actually, while we're here. Back then, I don't know if any of the people who were around during that time period still watch anything or even show up anymore, and that's fair. But I used to play and stream Oblivion all the time back when I used to have a mobile phone, and I just have it angled towards the camera because it was on the 360, and all I had was just a mobile phone. I'm like, okay, let me just do that. And believe it or not, people did somehow watch. I don't know why people watched, but they just saw somebody and they're like, hey, let's watch this stupid kid playing his stupid little game on this stupid small flat screen. And honestly, that was like one of the times where I thought that was my channel peak. They didn't get too far though. I barely had like 27 subscribers at the time, which notably that's way more than I deserve, period. But that's just what it was. So when I used to play Oblivion, my main goal was to like finish the game because I had a very small handful of achievements to do, and then I would be done. So that's what I did. I played the game. I started 2 separate characters. Actually, no, I think I like went back on a save just to like achieve 2 separate outcomes. And that's what I did. I went to complete every single achievement, but there's one that I had left. Just a single achievement that I needed to get on the 360. And it was joining the court for the golden, I don't remember the name. It's like in the Shivering Isles, the fucking golden chicks. I had to do them, that like to join the court, and it was that one mission in a chapel, and that was it. Unfortunately, that was the day that YouTube decided to change their policy for streaming content, because at the time there's a lot of kids who was streaming and shit. And of course that's before I learned about what actually was going around at the time, which was fucking terrible. So those streams, they just stopped them. You had to have 1,000 subscribers to stream on mobile now. You had to do all this stupid shit. You had to have like a certain amount of watch time and shit. Ooh, gate. And I was like, this is stupid. This makes me so mad. And I was like, that day I was trying to get the last achievement. That's all I was going to get. And I couldn't do it. And it was devastating to me. That's actually when I had to stop my... That's when I, like, had, like, a moment of reflection. I wanted a computer. And I guess at this point we'll tell the whole story from here. So... After, like, the Oblivion streams ended and the Far Cry streams, I actually played a little bit of Crisis 3, I think. I had to, like, change the way I wanted to approach things, but I can't record anything like that. Aside from, like, a small venture series I had where I went to somebody's cabin up in the woods for a short period of time. No, not going to talk too much about that, but that was a pinpoint to when it shifted over. So I went to... I wanted a computer, okay? That's where I needed to go to get anywhere. And believe it or not, I got one. For that matter, it was actually fucking crazy that I even got a computer in the first place at that time period, because we were like, fuck, dude. I needed a laptop basically, because I knew a desktop computer wouldn't work out for me because I didn't have Wi-Fi. I needed a way to, like, take the laptop around, get Wi-Fi when I need it, and that was what I needed. So what happened is that during that time period, I went to my Nana's house because she just got Wi-Fi and shit. So that's why I started downloading. That's when I got, like, my first Steam games, which was like Doom 2016 and Fallout 4, just the base game, not the one with the DLCs, which was fucking stupid that they're sold separately. Especially around that time period, because they were already there. My dumbass. So yeah, I went to get, ooh, damn. Dude, this is why I love the remaster so much. Like, this is fucking crazy to look at. It's like a fucking temple, and that's insane. I've never discovered this one before. This is like a new one to me, and that says something. But I went... So when I got Doom 2016, I started playing that game. I recorded a 20-minute video using the game capture, and I had, like... I didn't have a headset. I just used a laptop microphone. It was ass. Like, terrible, actually. My gameplay was mid. It's way better than I am now, which is funny to think, but... I just play like an old fucking Call of Duty veteran. That's it. Imagine Call of Duty 1, that's how I fucking play it. Like, how you have to, like, sit around corners and try not to fucking die. Yeah, I'm terrible at the game. But when I made, like, 3 videos, I think, and I stopped because I learned that it wasn't a feasible way of doing it, because what I had to do is I would record the videos, and then during the venture of recording videos, I had to go, ooh. Nice. So, when I went to record, I recorded the video, and I would actually edit the video a little bit so I can, like, cut down some of the links and shit. I found out that I had a default editor on my program, and I was like, oh, okay, I can use this. I just use it to, do the things like cutting down the fat of videos and shit, because I had to lower them down to like a small enough file size, because what I would have to do is I would have to take the files from my computer and move them over to my phone, but my phone had like no storage on it, so I had to make them small enough to fit on my phone and be able to be uploaded on YouTube, because I had a bad connection with the mobile data at the time. This is before 5G. So when it went through all that, after I went through the process of all that, I stopped making videos, because, like, I got tired of having to do it. It was a very short term. I was enthusiastic about making videos, but I didn't want to, like, spend this time doing something I wasn't really enjoying, because it's hard to enjoy something when you can't do it properly. And of course, people will say, oh, the trials and everything about that is what makes it special. You know, that's what makes you better and things. And I agree 100%. I do not denounce that. But for my mind at the time as a kid, I had a lot of things to do. There's a lot of problems I had. And by the way, greatest thing, you can just I'm so happy they fixed that. Also, it's way easier to do this instead of having to do all that. It's so good. So when I went through the process of making the videos, recording, moving them to a phone and an update, like, it took so long that I really didn't have the motivation to do it anymore. And that's why it kind of killed YouTubing for being a YouTuber for a while. And at this point, I have opportunities to do that very easily. And hell, ooh. At the time, right, I barely knew anything about computers. I didn't have no friends or anything like that online. I was like bare bones. And then I got this little funny game, VR Chat. Horrible game. Do not recommend it. But it led me to pushing myself further into doing these things. That's why you see the animations on my channel from like years ago, dude. I think they're all like, they're fucking 5 years old now. How? Let me just look at this nice fiery pit while I take a nice, slight look. The oldest animation on my channel currently is 4 years old. And it's terrible. Don't go back and watch that. Do not. It was uploaded on September 6th. 2 days in 2020. That was like 4 days before my birthday. That's insane to me. That was the first animation I made. Then I made the manga one and then the walking one. And then I stopped doing it because I got... SFM stopped working. And if any of you who do use SFM, tell me how the fuck my files just won't save over each other anymore. Like, if you can tell me that, then yeah, there you go. Basically, I can't save any progress that I make because it says it doesn't. I don't know why, but it don't. And that's why I stopped making the videos on like for SFM, is because it's literally stopped saving my projects like it used to, and I don't know what happened. I think my thing the game itself crashed once and caused that, but I could be wrong. Who knows? I don't know SFM. I don't know Source. I don't know none of that. I'm not the brightest when it comes to things like that because I don't work with shit like that. But throughout the that's an interesting light right there. But throughout that time period is when I just... Another time I gave up. I still want to do animations, don't get me wrong, but I don't have often the time to do it. I'll take that, that looks cool. And it's a shame, really. I keep screwing myself continuously over and over because I just don't know how to approach it properly, and it's stupid. I mean, it really is just stupid because I should be able to do that, but I don't. And that's kind of why I've reached this point now where I've been slowly over time trying to get more into uploading footage I have, because I have like gigabytes, as I said yesterday. I have gigabytes of footage, and I just don't do nothing with it. I don't know why. I keep recording funny things, but I don't think they're good, is my problem. And that's just because I have like nitpicks about myself. The only reason why I'm doing this now, out of all times, is one, the 3 a.m. syndrome is hitting me at 2 a.m. in the 2 p.m. Fuck, in the afternoon, and I feel like I can capitalize a little bit on Oblivion here, which is, yeah, I'm telling you guys, you're like, I'm fucking cheating the system here a little bit with this new game that I can finally play, mind you, because I got a new computer. And that's the big thing that did change a lot of things too, is that getting my laptop to a new computer shifted the dynamic of what was going on. I genuinely did not like or enjoy streaming and making videos and whatnot on my computer because originally I had a shit laptop. It doesn't work no more. So when I got this new computer is when I decided to start abusing the process a bit. Oh, I fucking hate those things. I don't even know if you can stop them, but I'm not a fan of those things. They're very easy, but fuck, dude. I missed. But when I got the new computer, right? I had months to do something, and I didn't. The only thing I have ever done, really, on this computer was slightly play VR chat. And shamefully, that's it. Like, I have not done anything worthwhile since I got this thing. And that's where, like, what I'm doing now comes into play. Because I'm tired of having a channel that I look at in just resentment. Because it comes from a time period where I wanted to do more, and I haven't done more. And honestly, I'm not going to edit videos. I don't think there's a point. Especially when I'm such a talkative person that I can continuously talk for the last 16 minutes. Aside from, what, a minute of downtime? Like, that's crazy, first and foremost. Because most people don't care. And it breaks down to the point where I think most people really... I pretend, in my mind, I think people don't want to, like, talk with me. They don't want to hang out with me anymore. And that's just probably... I mean, I'm a dick, and I'm a little bit of an asshole, but... the mind plays tricks on you all the fucking time. And, like, where I am currently in my mental headspace is that I don't think I'm hurt. Like, I don't think people want to hear me. And I know it's not true, but... I spent a lot of time... with like mental I'd say not damaged, like I'm suicidal. It's just I don't feel like I have a purpose, in a sense. I have ideas and things I want to do, but I'm not doing them. And that's fucking retarded, first and foremost, to not push to do those ideas. I think we're hitting that time period where things have shifted culturally. Things have shifted, like, I guess you could even say financially. I'm doing well. I'm not doing great, but I'm still here. I don't have my own house necessarily, but I'm still vibing, and I got a new computer. All right, like that's like the first gateway of saying I have something more than most people, because more people have done less with what they have, and I'm not achieving anything aside from just having numbers go up. That's it. And that's why I want to change that. That's why I've been uploading random clips that I have from years ago. Like, most of the clips like, every single clip from yesterday that I have uploaded was from 2020. I have clips going back to, not 2020, it was like 2022 primarily, because that's when all the fun shit happened. That's when I didn't use, like, the worst microphone in existence, and things changed around 2022 compared to 2021, and I don't have many clips that I actually enjoy, because the reason why I even uploaded them in the first place was not because I just wanted to get rid of them. No, it's because I thought they were somewhat funny. I laughed a little when I watched them. I'm like, man, I missed this. I want to, like, I want to just, like, share it to some people, because why not? If people watch it, I don't care. I think that's cool. That's what the whole point of me uploading those was just to have them out there. There are more memories to remind myself, because I went through a period where I've been deleting videos, and I want to stop doing that. I want to actually enjoy something that I upload on here, and that it stays forever, because far as I know, some people might like it. Maybe one dude pops up every other month and, like, looks at the video like, haha, that's funny, and then that's it. Like, if that makes your day, then congratulations. Like, I'm happy for you. I just want what's best for most people, and that's not a possibility. And that's why I strived and struggled to try to figure out a way to push this channel forward in an acceptable period, because no one wants to sit here and watch boring content. That's why I think I'm holding up pretty decently with this video, because I want to say something. I haven't had time to really talk to people or hang out with people, and it's a shame because I really do enjoy others' company, but most of the time I don't have anybody to hang out with like that. And I had a friend come over a few days ago. He lives from LA. I haven't heard from him in months. Randomly texts me on the weekend saying, "Hey, are you still?" Because he talked to me a few months back, talking about this like road trip idea he had. I forgot about it. He texted me asking, "Hey, are you still up for me to come by?" I'm like, "Hell yeah." The first time he tried to come over, it didn't happen because bad timing. But the second time, I was lucky to have him come over. And when he came over, I had Oblivion already like downloaded and launched because that was the first thing I was trying to do. He's like, look around and see. I wanted to look at the game first before he got here, but it was like no time at all. So by the time I had the game installed and opened, I couldn't escape the fucking menu, so like the intro cutscene. So I just did this simple thing called left it open to the fucking race menu and shit. And he's like, "Oh shit, you got that? Like, this is what this is what you've been missing, buddy." We both made this character together, and that's why I don't want to change it. Oh my god. No one saw that. So when he came over and I actually got to see, like we basically got to hang out for a bit. I showed him the Gaslight District. I highly recommend that if no one's watched it. It was fun. I haven't had a person come by in a while, and it kind of helped me see things slightly different. I don't want to leave this channel left in the abyss. That's very inappropriate for me to do, especially to the few people who actually give a damn. There's not many, but there's got to be one of you out there. And that's why I want to change that. I want to make a difference when it comes to things, and if I can't do that, then who am I? Ha, loser. So that's why I'm pushing to make videos again. I'm gonna try, and if this is the kind of videos you want, then congratulations. But if this is not what you want, I apologize dearly. I don't know what to do. I'm trying. That's all I can say. I have spent a long time not doing a damn thing, and that's why I want to make a difference. So eventually I will do animations at some point. I don't know what form. I'll figure something out, but until then I got my ideas in my head. And that's all I need. That's why I'm it seems like incoherent ramblings. I apologize. I don't mean for it to be that way. I'm just so... I got a lot of built up thoughts in my mind, and it bothers me that I haven't like attempted to do anything. Especially when I should. There he goes. I didn't mean to pick that up. But it just takes time, honestly, to change. And that's what I'm trying to do. This channel is dead. I killed it. No one else did. Aside from that one time YouTube did, and that was it. I would have made more game streams. I would have probably even done more. But instead, here we are, 2025. And what have I done? maybe like a random set of videos a year. But those shitty fucking garage band songs, as I've been told. I need something unique. I need a different approach. And if it's literally just whacking the shit out of fucking demons, then I'll take it. I killed mine. I killed my own skeleton. I picked up another shield. But I'm doing alright. I might be a little off here and there, but I think I'm doing okay. I guess a lot of this also stems from having the mental blockage here and there, because when I used to draw a lot, fuck, I had so many stupid drawings, and even my own little channel banner right now is like the last full drawing that I actually did a long time ago. Things have changed, unfortunately. Now it's reached a point where look, alright. I have a lot of bad memories about things, and that's why I don't do many videos or upload many things, because unfortunately that's just how fucking my brain works. I stopped drawing years ago primarily because the last time I made like an art piece that I actually was happy about, something bad would happen the next day to me. And that's how I would, that's how I would view it. So every time something did happen, it just would mentally block me. It shouldn't be that way, but it was. And that's just retarded. That hurt. That's... I found out I can only talk for like 30 minutes or something. Let me look at the time. 27 minutes, and that's when I'm starting to fall out. Can you believe it? That's how long it took. Oh. Well, let's get a little bit more positive. I'm gonna be honest. Currently, I am enjoying this remaster. And okay, it's not a remake first and foremost. There's a difference from building a game, rebuilding a game from the ground up, which is a remake, and taking an old game and adding better performance, better graphics, and maybe minor adjustments to some systems. That's a remaster, okay? A remake is building from the ground up. I'm surprised people legitimately don't understand the difference between these two, and it's funny to me. And I will die on that hill. If you're a person who actually believes that this game is a remake from the ground up, you're wrong. And you could prove it by taking some of the files. Like, you could literally take the files in this game and port them over to the original Oblivion, and they'll fucking work. Of course, you'd have to take the original data files. That's why I'm like... Ooh, you're powerful. Hold on, I need to take a fucking potion. And that's why it's like... I love when people keep calling this a remaster when it's not. God, I'm fucking hurting. I was supposed to have a fucking... Haha! Get fucked. That's why, like, I would argue that this is not a remake. Because it's not. Anyone who believes that is wrong. Honestly, this is a really good game I'm genuinely surprised it works so well. I've noticed some minor visual bugs here and there, though. Not anything major. It's more of just... Maybe they're problems from an older file format of Oblivion, but... I'm not too sure. I am mad that, like, you can't duplicate like you used to. Quality battle axe. I don't need that. I don't do... I like claymores. This is fucking fire, dude. Closing Oblivion gates are so badass, dude. I always hated going through the Oblivion gates and having to, like, shut them down and shit. Because it would always be, like, the same thing. Like, all the levels are the same, and... What do you do? Ooh. Not bad. But, then again, it's just, ugh. Also, I do love the new gate designs, too. Like, they're fire as hell. Like, look at that. Like, it's got its own little demon faces on it now. I mean, technically, it's literally just a half texture, as you can tell, but... That's slightly altered, but... They're selling one of these statues for, like, a statue of an Oblivion gate for, like, $155, which is crazy to me, and not at the same time. I am... not discovering Frostcrag. So, that's why a lot of the times I just... So, like, when you go through Oblivion gates, right? The original game had them... I mean, they're kind of fucking boring after a while. I think you should go into one every once in a while, not, like, hunt them down and go through them, even though the sigil stones are actually kind of fire. That's just because of the game's limitations at the time, but I do think the remaster helps out a lot with that. Now, I mean, like, look at, like, of course, all of that's foggy because of the area I'm in, but, like, it's a nice game, honestly. It reminds me, like... Oh, I'm gonna die. Coming from an era where, like, this game is lightly older than me... The game's almost 20 years old, and that's as far as I know. Like, it's right now, it's 19th year, so yeah, no, I'm older than Oblivion, but I grew up with this game. Like, this is the game that kind of, like... This was my game as a kid. I was an expert mountain climber. I can get around these fucking mountains with ease. Like... I just enjoyed Oblivion so much as a kid, and it's a shame that, like, it took... no, honestly, this dropped at the right time. A lot of people are mad about it. Like, just shadow dropping because, you know, indie developers are just fucking... Apparently, they have to have money or something. It's like they're not doing... Like, it's... I get it. Like, you want your game to be out there to a point, but... Look, it's Oblivion. It's going to be everyone no matter... Even if they announced it, like, you're done for anyways, buddy. And, like, clearly, it shows that you just want money over your game. And... like that's the part I don't like. Like, I'm a guy who... Why did I do... What the fuck was hitting me? That's weird. Alright. Like, it's just a good remaster. And I love it. So, there's, I don't know the game. I'm not really gonna state the name of the game, but... the developer of it... Ooh. Cloth physics. The developer of the game was like mad that the game came, like, Oblivion Shadow dropped a day before his game's release, like, no, a day after his game's release, and he's like, oh, at least our game dropped with nothing bad happening, even though there's been months of people, like, saying, like, of leaks for this to come out, and it's really funny to me. Oh, I remember this temple. So to go with the indie developer, he basically is just saying, I am mad and glad that this game dropped because I love this game so much, but I'm mad because my game ain't gonna make money now. That's basically it. Also, now I can sidestep to what I was about to say. I was literally just here on the actual, like, original Oblivion game. I just went through... You can actually go through there without having to do the Thieves Guild questline and all that, but... Mm. I think it's the Thieves Guild. I think it's the Thieves Guild. I'm wrong somewhere. I know it, but I don't. I haven't played Oblivion full on in years, let alone do the main quest line, and that's kind of what is leading me. Like, I just got to in Bruma. I just did the fucking. I just delivered Martin. All right, that's like the furthest I want to go right now, because that's at least where the gates start popping up. That's the part I wanted to see the most, is the gates. Also, the third-person animation, so when like you're running on mountains, is fucking great, because your character will like start like if you look at the feet, you can see how they like literally break just to like stay somewhat stable, and that's what happens when you use procedural generated animations. It's kind of like animating a ragdoll, but it still has to like have specifics. The game has to figure out where it's supposed to go, and it's great. Are you bad? Oh, you're Torbjorn. I remember you.
Hello there. Welcome to Aaron's camp. Ancient way shrines of the Nine.
Honestly, I love this game's new facial, like, animator and look, the whole thing about it is fucking great to me, because it kind of emphasizes the original ugliness of this game so much better. Because let's be real, Oblivion wasn't a pretty game back then, and a lot of games back then weren't. They definitely had a way. Like, most fantasy games, I do think should have a little bit of grit and ugliness to them, and that's why I'm happy that this game has that. There's no birds. So that's why I'm happy this game has that original nasty grittiness, and it makes it really cool to me. Oh, okay. People,
I'm listening. Go ahead. What's going on with you? Rumor has it the Nerevarine has left Morrowind on an expedition to
like, these guys look fucking cool.
Has not been heard from since. Morrowind has always been a troubling place.
Also, adding beards is cool too. It brings so much more personality into this game that I think was missing. Not really missing, it's just back then they didn't really have the technology to do it. And that's why I'm happy that this remaster actually gives a fuck about the original game. Virtuous, or whatever the studio's name is, like, really hit the nail on it, and I think most of the remakes so far have been fucking excellent and worthy. They're like one of the few studios I can actually say, like, gives a damn. Not many fucking do anymore, and that's because a lot of modern developers now don't care about original products. I just got a message with my friend saying Argo Nussy, so yeah, that's great. A lot of the developers nowadays in the AAA industry are very selfish, I'd say. They don't care. They don't care about original games. They don't care about none of that. I can't tell. Somebody, hold on. Nope, I'm losing my fucking mind. How long is this? 38? God, I could have just streamed this, honestly, but nobody watches streams, so that's why I'm not streaming it. Not right now, at least. I might, actually. I might stream it at some point. Until then, it's just I'm recording this and I'm just going to upload it, and that's where it's just going to be. I don't want to play this for too long necessarily. I'm just kind of enjoying myself right now with the little time I have. Oh, this is a weird glitch. I don't know if everyone else has it, but like the wings on the imps are like fucked up. I'm not too sure why. Like, can I drag you out over here? Oh, everyone else can fucking drag you, but I can't. 3 things right now that needs to be fixed is the fucking grabbing. The fucking, you need to have collision with bodies again with swords. And there's like one more that was bothering me. Oh yeah, do I have that helmet still? So with my kit, like, I've noticed because they allow you to actually expand your temple now, and the helmets are actually stuck at a static size, sometimes your fucking head will just clip through it. I don't know why, but it's the most blurst thing I've seen. Maybe they'll fix that. Maybe they won't. I don't care. Might have been a bug in the original game too. I mean, fuck it. Maybe minor collision issues, but like, come on, this game is. I don't know. I don't want to say like I'm asking for a lot, but I kind of. It's just noticeable things that I think are like minor bugs, but screw it. If it don't get fixed, it don't get fixed. I just don't wear steel helmets anyway, so boom. Nice. I was hoping they would drop the carry weight thing for arrows. That was one thing I was hoping for. I'd love to carry 2,000 different types of like arrows, but I get it. The game actually does have limitations when it comes to item stacking, apparently. So screw it. There is like easy duplication glitch, and I hope they don't plan on fixing it because that would be fucking stupid. I mean, they patched out. I think it's more of just this game has a different setup of like command inputs than the original one, but you can't scroll glitch anymore. You have to use like a container, which ain't too bad, but oh, I'm level 10. Nice. I can make the game really difficult for me in a very short period of time because I have not leveled up my proper skills yet. I enjoy this, though. I think a lot of people should play this game in general. It's nice to just one-shot a fucking wolf. Finally. Ooh, wait, where am I, actually? I don't even know where I am. I'm close to the bridge. No, it's like... I think it's right here where the troll commits suicide. I know that there's like certain little areas along these rivers. I know like right around here is where you can find a unicorn. I remember because like right here's where this little tomb, one of those old places is, and you can find a unicorn grove around there. You apparently you could ride them if you was like a female character, and I remember doing that. I might have just fucking bugged out the game, but fuck it. So like if you played as a female character, you can actually like ride around on the unicorns, and I thought that was like the most coolest shit because I used to play as like, I still do, but I just wanted to make a goofy ass character, so I was like, ooh, let's just make fucking Gunther my hideous grandson. So I usually don't do warrior builds in this game, nor do I play as a dude or an elf in general, but here we are. I rolled a D&D dice and I was like, okay, we're going for 9, and we got a wood elf, I think. Yep, wood elf. Which is weird that they have that half face thing. I actually don't know what that means. Oh yeah, that's my class. I think I got decent like setups. I've only played for like 10 days. Which, yeah. I'm trying. I think the level up system has been made a lot more easier when it comes to like leveling up your stats and skills. And I think that's good because this game's leveling up system is fucking ass. Originally. I actually agree on that. A lot of the older, there's a lot of problems with the older game that just made it a struggle to enjoy, even though like I'd say it's all right now. I'm gonna see how Sky Oblivion does it though. That's gonna be cool. I keep doing that because I'm used to like different lunge systems. I just suck at the game, alright, let's be real. But I'm gonna believe at this point that most people probably aren't watching or have left, and this is already a long enough video to have to upload, and I'm not editing it down. So yeah, that's gonna suck to upload. But in that case, if anyone has made it this far and actually enjoys like just videos like this where it's just a long-winded speech or rant about dumb things. Just, yeah, I'll probably keep doing that for a while. It's easier to do. It makes it feel like I'm actually talking to a person, not just like a select group of individuals, I guess. I'll try. That's all I can say, is that I'll try. I'll do more. Well, I am going to do more, but I'm going to try to like keep a good consistency about it. Look at that. I want to go to this place. This is a place I want to go to. Like, that's fucking sick. I think that was a deer. I miss like these older forms of games where it's just like you walk around these old abandoned buildings, sometimes find a little bit of loot and just move on. Like there's nothing really special about places. Aside from the random bits of loot they had. Aha. That's fucking sick. Hey, there's something right there, I think. Alright, cool. I'm probably wrong, but I'll take the L. It's just like a certain feeling that these games give off that you miss. How much time am I on? 46? Let's find out what this place is. I'm not gonna just leave off on this beautiful spot and not do something. What the fuck is this? A note with a trembling hand. There is no world so great as the world of mine. No voyager or travel plummet to its death unthinkable limitless space. My favorite plane. We'll just fucking take that. I have no clue about this. That's I've never came across this before. I'm like flabbergasted a little bit. So many corpses. Daedra. Daedra. I wish they had like more decapitations. That'd be cool. Ooh, shit, okay. What light armor am I wearing? The bound helmet is light armor. Okay. Isn't it? Knew it. I did not know that I was wearing light armor this whole time. I would have been doing so good if I wore an actual fucking helmet. I'm gonna keep that in mind from now on. I'm cutting it way too fucking close with my health there. I saw that. First time. Let's go. I really should have ended the video just like a minute ago, and that's what I was about to do, but I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible because I'm interested in what the hell this is. No more stat buffs. Oh shit! They make sounds now. Let me out. Haha, you oh. That's crazy. That's new. I need to like just use heavy attacks like that. Works so much. Oh, Journeyman. Okay, I'll take that. I love the new Flame Atronach design. No reason, but I do. What that thing was about to hit me, dude. Damn. Where the fuck am I? I definitely need way more flame resistance, dude. There's so many fucking... Oh, okay. Boom. I wonder what the clan fears were based off of. Always wondered that. Like, I know it's like got this Triceratops design, but like, I'm interested what original like thing they like popped up from. That's crazy. I'm surprised with how they... What the fuck? You know how it be. That's not what you're supposed to do. I don't know what the fuck this is. I've never... I know this is in the old game. I remember it, but like this is still kind of new to me. It's like a trial to see if you're like able to survive this, which... See, I remember the old game's collision just enough to get through that, you see? I'm smart. I can do it. That's crazy. Oh, look tiny little chest. That's cool. I really don't know what this is supposed to be about. I don't think there's anything down here. Nope, not a damn thing out here. This is fucking weird though, dude. Do we have that little close quarter map that we used to? Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's crazy. Sprinting is also a weird thing to have in this fucking game. God, this is almost an hour long. Oh my god. I almost did the thing. So me and my friend watched a movie last night. It's an old movie, maybe, to some people. It's about a decade old. Crazy to think about, but it's called The Book of Life. Yeah, imagine that. That's a movie you haven't thought of in years, haven't you? Yeah, me and my friend watched that last night, and it was pretty good. Not bad. I gotta say, the movie was surprisingly good for what it was. Expected, like, we did not expect the best, but, like, it had decent pacing, and it was quite enjoyable. More acronauts. Astronaut. There we go. I notice that the blade like clips into my view every time I do that. Also, this is a new blade. This was not in the original game. Okay. Love it. Wait, I forgot. Are these tomes like actual like? Nice. Yep. Nibini Basin, that's like a distance away. Huh. Well. Huh. That was Arkved's tower. Alright. Well, this is where I'm gonna fucking call it. I'm tired of playing this right now. I wanna fucking relax a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't, then fuck you. You should stick around more. You know, if you made it this far, you should stick around. Do that. That's what you need to do. Stick around. Join in on the next one. For now, I'm Red. As I used to be. Maybe I am. Call me whatever. Bye. Have a beautiful time. I'm out. Peace.